Hey everybody, this is Don Miller, professional bassist, and you are watching Case for Bass. Keep it low, keep it down, and keep it dirty. Cutting to the chase, what you're talking about, what was it like sitting down with Jaco? Jaco was he was a great guy. He had a childlike nature that he never lost, that inquisitive, childlike type of nature that also, like another bass player that I had known, the late Shawnette Moffett. He was the same. He had that as well, inquisitive curiosity about everything. But anyway, Jocko was like that. But Jocko was super intense,
Mm.
super intense person. Sometimes talking to him, it was like the laser beams coming out of his eyes, man. I mean, he was so focused and so intense at the time, and we talked music. He also encouraged me. We talked a lot of music. I had some lessons with him as well. He focused on the same things, reinforced what I my curiosity of learning everything about music theory, harmony, composition, be a total musician, uh, and any great player is a total musician. Um,
Mm.
and he hit me to a couple things like the Hindemith book, Elementary Training for Musicians, uh, and who my teacher Vince Breedice worked with me out of as well. And we said, "Wow, Vince, this is elementary. This is hard. This is hard shit." And Vince said, "The key word here is musicians.
Mm.
Elementary for musicians. Not supposed to be elementary,
for
but
anybody.
yeah, Paul Hindemith was of course, the great 20th century classical composer, and
Absolutely. Sure.
uh, but so I got a lot of that from Jaco. What I learned directly and indirectly, from him was uh, a lot of people, a lot of people uh, focus on his facility at the time, which was especially what was going on then was stunning. His tone, of course, um, and but sometimes it gets a little bit stereotyped into being his tone being that kind of treble jazz bass pickup, burpy, mid-rangey kind of a sound, and
For sure.
of course his tone was a lot greater than that. Listen to uh, his medley of Herbie Hancock, "Speak Like a Child," and his tune "Giroux" on the first album, and he goes from the from that the real poppy kind of a sound to the real super legato singing tone, and goes back and forth, and almost upright sounding, but
Mm.
very sustained type of tone. The other thing I learned is that he was so much more than the playing that it gets kind of lost on the wayside. Is his compositional skills were remarkable. I mean,
Mm.
you listen to something like Three Views of a Secret. I mean, it's a masterpiece, but he had so many great tunes. Uh,
Mm.
um, the bass vehicle, Teen Town, of course, but compositionally, Three Views of a Secret. The other thing I would add to that is his time. People don't say they didn't say, "Oh, Jaco is time. I want to have great time like Jaco." That was one of the greatest cornerstones of his playing. His time was
Mm.
impeccable.
His time was impeccable.
Yeah. So
Uh,
anyway,
it, it
that's
it's what I call overstating the obvious. Is that people look right past the fundamental of having that kind of talent, and they're looking for they're looking for the sparks on the amount of flips on the way down, as opposed
Yes.
to
I
the
also think
engineering
that,
material to get up there.
sorry to jump in. I also think that him being a great drummer really contributed to him being a great player,
oh
especially on the
yeah.
percussive side of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, you look at somebody like Chick Corea, and Chick was also uh, uh, great composer, great facility, great play, great everything,
Yep.
But his rhythmic sense and his time and rhythmic sense was kind of
Yeah.
like another planet. And Chick also was a drummer. Chick played drums really well. He played upright bass good, so he had that kind of harkens to what you're talking about.